Hi, Nate here. We're talking about the Gamegenic Shell XL 650 Plus. The Shell XL 650 Plus is essentially Gamegenic's target on the Quiver. It's essentially a carrying case for collectible card games. It can hold deck boxes, it can hold individual cards, or other various accessories. The 650 in its name comes from the fact that it supposedly can hold 650 double-sleeved cards. It has 4 removable dividers, an accessory compartment with a mesh net in the lid that has a zipper that goes across the entirety of the case. It has a nylon surface. Thank God they didn't give it a weird name. And they also designed the inside so that way the 4 corners within the box itself are actually more corner-like and they're not curved, as well as on the bottom of the box. It also comes with a nylon strap so that way you can carry it over your shoulder. And it has 2 zippers to zip it all up and keep everything in place. I picked this up a couple of weeks ago at my local game store and I've been trying it out, kind of toying with it, using it. I don't go anywhere, so I don't take it anywhere. But that being said, I like it. Of all the stuff Gamegenic makes, I think this is my favorite. I really like the nylon exterior, and I'm very happy it's not Nexofiber. It seems well made, sturdy. The removable dividers are a nice touch. I like the fact that they included the mesh compartment. The zippers are well-made zippers. They're metal and not plastic. And also, I need to give a shout out to Gamegenic, something that I don't think I mentioned in the binder review. I like Gamegenic's zipper pulls. They use the same zipper pulls on this, and I really like them. They're easy to grab a hold of. There's no fiddling for it. I know some people would prefer the zipper pull to be small and easily tucked away. I'm not one of those people because I would much rather be able to find the zipper pull and yank it as quickly as I can. I don't want to be fiddling around trying to find a teeny tiny little thing. But that's just me. I have massive hands. I also like the fact that they included metal hardware for where you attach the strap. Okay, the zipper pull is annoying me now because it keeps swinging around. Now let's talk about what it can fit. Oh geez, now it's heavy. It's funny how that happens. You put a whole bunch of paper product in something, like smash it in, and it gets heavy. As you can see, it can hold various boxes in various different configurations, but what if you're just trying to cram as much into this thing as you possibly can? Well, if you have Boulder 100 pluses, you're only going to get 5 into this sucker. Same goes for prisms. You can probably get 5 in here. I don't have 5 prisms to test, but seeing how much room there is here with 5 boulders, I think it's safe to say that 5 prisms could fit. It also can hold 7 80 pluses. One thing I wanted to see was how many cubamajigs this thing can hold. 32. This thing can hold a lot. So this is something that I think would be great for the travel component of a cube. So if you have a cube at home that you don't want to carry around the entire cube, but you want to go over to a friend's house and have a draft, you can set up the cube in cubamajigs or burger tokens, whatever little containers you have, set it up in this, and then you have extra room for lands, tokens, that sort of thing, because you only need 24 packs for an 8-person draft, and this thing can hold 32, so you have room to spare in this. So this is an excellent option as a satellite box for a cube. Another thing I like about this box is that it doesn't take up a lot of space. You can carry a lot of cards in this with some accessories. It's not like a massive photography backpack. It's got a handle. You're not having to fiddle with a big Omni Hive or even just a Smart Hive, which only holds 4 commander decks and some accessories. This could hold 4 commander decks and some accessories, and it's got a handle. So that's a big plus right there. Not to mention the shoulder strap. So this can hold a ton of cards, but it doesn't take up a lot of space, which I like. All right, time for me to complain. This box isn't perfect. There are some things about it that I want to point out. I'll start with the strap. It's just one of those nylon straps. Nothing fancy to it. It's just the buckle, the metal hardware, the hooks, and that's it. I do like the hooks. They're nice. They're a nice style. I like it. They're easy to latch on. But what I don't like is there's no shoulder pad to the strap. It's just the nylon strap. I could see at the end of a long day at a Magic Fest this kind of causing red marks on your neck. You know what I mean? I kind of wish that they had put a shoulder pad on here. It wouldn't have been a lot, but it would have been just a nice touch to give a more premium feel to the product. You can get another strap on Amazon that's maybe a little bit nicer. Also, if you have an old laptop bag lying around that has a strap like this, I'm sure it's nicer than the one for this, and so you could swap it out. I know I have one that I'm going to swap out, not use this one and use that one. And then we come to my biggest nitpick of this, the compartment inside. I love that they included this compartment. This compartment is great. It also can't hold much of anything if you fill this with cards, especially if you fill it with deck boxes. If you fill it with 5 prisms, the only space in the compartment that will be able to hold anything is the part at the very end where there's space where there's no prisms. Otherwise, whatever's in those compartments won't let it shut. It's a little frustrating, so you can't put dice in this if you plan on filling this with deck boxes. You also can't put a playmat. This is a perfect compartment for a playmat, but the box won't close if you have deck boxes in it. Now, you can put a playmat in this and only put 1 or 2 deck boxes in it. It'll hold it great, but then you're only holding 1 or 2 deck boxes and a playmat. If you plan on using this for a lot of cards, there's really not much else you can put in it except for any space that those decks or cards leave you for those items. And frankly, if I was putting loose cards in this, I wouldn't want to put anything hard or rigid in the compartment because I would be afraid that the dice in the compartment closing down on the cards could potentially damage them. So you have to be careful of anything that you put in the upper compartment. The upper compartment, if you're going to fill this with cards, is really only going to be good for maybe a pen or a notepad, stuff like that. I just wish there was a way that you could divide out that compartment too, so that way you can be sure that the things you put in that compartment aren't going to roll to where they could damage your cards or even just be annoying when you try to close the darn thing and you can't. But otherwise, this is an awesome product that I love, and I think you should check it out. If you've been looking at it, I think it's a great time to pick it up, and it's also a great price too. Link in the description down below. Also, while you're at it, like, subscribe, and click on stuff around the entire cube. Some of the things, there are some things, photography backfack. This show is part of the CIP network, inspiring creativity, one episode at a time.